Hey, Shalom, when stuff, souls by giving no praise to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh Shai, Shem, Rakah, Dash, the belongs to the apostles, GMS, and honesty, brothers doing the work in truth, one sincerity. This is a quick one. Well, might be a little long, this one. This one is basically inspired. I saw something on, which call it bad bitch, right? If you can't handle a bad bitch, don't date one. It's on the interwebs. The shit pisses me off. If you read sentences like that, basically it was a geezer was like, this is what I'll do to my girlfriend. But basically, what you see is you see a chick, she's scantily clad, and her boyfriend's basically covering her up, which is a righteous thing. And the response that it was, yeah, if you can't handle a bad bitch, don't deal with one. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, man, fuck, that phrase, bad bitch, that fucking pisses me off, right? And once again, was watching what you call a video, on some videos on YouTube, this channel, this Moabite woman, right, and basically just seeing and observing how skilled she is, right, whereas, she's doing things like making sugar from scratch, as in like from the sugar cane, out to the, crystallized sugar, right, picking and making her own makeup from scratch, once again, from the flowers and fermenting it, making the wine, making a whole load of different things, making, it's literally anything, man. Right, living that farm life. And, I was looking at that, I was like, well, those are skills that had to be passed through generation and generation, right? But what do we have in the West, right? Bad bitches, right? Which should be code for useless bitches. All you can do is look good. Right, so I'll get into the scriptures now. It's enough preamble. It's Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched, and that word haughty is proud, right? Let the sword be lofty, right? Be haughty, right? It says, and walk. In fact, let me just take a detour. This is Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall, right? And Esau's basically built his woman not to basically, think that everything's all good and whatever, what have you. But they don't know that everything they have is going to be taken away from them. That security that they have, right, where they know they can just, have a million Captain Saver hose, right? That they can just call the cops. That's all going to get done away with, right? And the Lord's going to laugh because, hey, they've been raised up, right? They've trusted in their daddy Esau, and then now they're going to be punished for it, man, right? It says, moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making tinkling with their feet. Right, therefore the Lord Yahweh will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, right, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. Right, now you look at the Jew type, this is basically talking about being bald, having no hair. You look at the so-called black woman, she's the only woman on the face of planet Earth where you're genuinely surprised when you see them with their own hair. Right? You see a Moabite woman, an Ammonite woman, an Edomite woman, an Elamite woman walking past with long hair, right? And you don't even ask yourself, is that her real hair? You just naturally assume. But with the so-called black woman, you don't, right? You always say, oh shit, is that her real hair? And when you do see a so-called black woman with real hair, it's an astonishment. No, because that's a curse that the Lord put on our people. But the joke is, they still proud. You'll see them with their, yellow, nothing wrong with yellow, but you see them with their, vibrant colored nail polish, flicking their fake nails through their fake hair. In the day that Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling, in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calls and their round ties like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils. shall come to pass, and instead of a sweet smell, they shall be stink, right? They smell nasty down there, man. Instead of a girl, the rent, they're fat and overweight, right? Instead of well set hair, boldness, right? They ain't gonna have no hair, which is a damn shame. Instead of a stomach, a girdling of sackcloth, instead of burning and burning instead of beauty, right? So, hey, hey, they've been brought low, but they're gonna be brought even further low, right, in these times to come. Right, so we've gone through that. This is Proverbs 30 and 20. So such is the adulteress, the way of an adulterous woman, right? For example, you get these bad bitches, man. Because everyone's trying to fuck them. You think she's saying no to all them grimy niggas. Right, as we go and get in the scriptures, a wicked woman's giving us a portion to a wicked man. Right, she eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that basically means what it says. Right? She be sucking all them dicks and pretends like she's all virtuous and righteous, right? And if she ain't been doing that, she's been sucking spirit. She's sucking Esau's dick because she'll be down with the, philosophies of the work, right? I'm gonna see if there's any more in here. Right now, people think, but brothers hate doing videos on the woman, man. Right? It's just it's irksome to the spirit, man. No one have to talk about it. Just that's the minor things in life, right? We get on men more than we get on the women, man. You go through brothers' channels, maybe 100 videos cursing out men, one cursing out women, and all of a sudden brothers hate women, right? We ain't no fucking homosexuals, man. But yeah, everyone needs to get cursed out, right? I believe I've actually got this loaded up further down, but let me start from there here actually. This is Sirach 26:6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and the scourge of the tongue with which communicateth with all. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he had held a scorpion. Right, evil wife, a scorpion will kill you, man. An evil wife will kill you. Right, these bad bitches will get you killed, man. Right, man, ain't gonna be no bad bitches in the kingdom, man. Right, they all gonna die on this side. All these bad bitches. That's why ultimately Lord won't let you deal with certain women. Right, because certain women ain't meant to be dealt with, man. Right, a wicked woman is giving us a portion to a wicked man. Now we all wicked, right? They wicked. Now the Lord ultimately has set up, the women that, just like he set up his men, he set up women for his men, right? It says, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and he that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. A drunken woman, right, and a gadder abroad, right? That's all of them these days, man. Constantly traveling, right? Just get drunk all the damn time. No, especially for instance these English women. God damn, right? They just drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. They ain't got no what do you call it? They ain't got no boundary. Boundaries isn't the word I'm looking for, but they haven't got no what do you call it? Discipline, right? You walk around town, while you might be just going to and fro. You might walk past a place where people say it's a pub. Might walk past a pub, you see chicks wobbling, Jane. She can't even walk straight, right? Falling over herself, right? And she will not cover her own shame, right? It says the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids, right? And that's the scriptures talk about the countenance. You may know someone by their countenance, man, right? And you see these bad bitches, all temptresses, right? Succubuses, right? But what do you know? Scripture says, the whoredom basically referred to as a whore, man, Right, it says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly. Right, you can't do that in this kingdom, man. Right, she's trying to go to university, trying to do this, trying to do that. Right, and basically causing a shame to your house. Right, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Once again, university, man. Right, once your daughter's in university, that's game over, man. That's no longer your daughter. That's really now Esau's daughter. Right, with some of your influence in there. Right, which she's been Esau's daughter since when she was young, but that's when basically that's I don't know if you watched that thing, Netflix series Sabrina, where Sabrina signs her name in the book of Bathy, in Baphomet's book. That's when your daughter's really signing over to Baphomet, right? She's saying, "Look, man, I'm down," right? It says, "I watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespassed against thee," right? So basically, don't be surprised you find out your daughter's a whore. Right, that's basically what it's saying. Right, she'll open her mouth as a thirsty traveller when he hath found a fountain, and drink every water nearby once they get near her. Once again, you think about university, man. Right, they go there just sucking dick for sucking dick's sake, man. Right, she may not even be sexually aroused, but she just she sees a dick and she wants to suck it. Right? Right? By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow, basically just fucking and sucking everything. Right? The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and the discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving, a silent, not no bad bitch trying to back you up. Right? A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. So that's really a blessing, man. Right? Brothers, if you got a woman that's kind of cool, that's a blessing of the Lord, man. Right? Scripture says a man can receive nothing except to be given of him, of the Most High. Right? It says, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and a continent mind cannot be valued. In the kingdom, this is what we all gonna have. We all gonna have, what do you call it, quote unquote, well, not even quote, we all gonna have good women in the kingdom, man. Right? I mean, right now, if you a woman might be cool, but she'll do some shit just to remind you she's a fucking demon. Right? It says a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and a continent mind cannot be valued. Right? As the sun when it riseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife and the ordering of her house. Right? All these women, they don't order their house. They're too busy clubbing. Right? They're too busy at work and too busy trying to be bad bitches, man. Right? Trying to be bad bitches, but their child is struggling to eat. Right? What that's what we say. We ain't got women on this side, man. Right? But it's, just like how, you read the scriptures and it gets on women, right? It also, says you get good women. And, these are things that we say. But you read the scriptures, for the most part, it's getting on the men of Israel. And every now and then it'll get on the women of Israel, right? Just like how, for the most part, we'll get on the men of Israel. Every now and then you got to get on the women, man. You get away scot-free. What do you think this is? Okay, so I did have Sirach already. I just started a lot lower. Well, it says Sirach 26:22. It says, and the harlot shall be counted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. Right, so that's what I'm saying. So if you ain't getting certain women, man, look, man, maybe you just weren't for you, man. You're just a wicked ass woman. Right? And saying a wicked woman may not, be perceived on the surface to be a wicked woman. She might be, a bit better at hiding herself. Because the reason I say that is some women, you look at them, and from their countenance, you just know that they stay the fuck away from that. For instance, a bad bitch. But then you get so-called, and for instance, supposed to speak on those, those sisters, right? Women, Israelite women that, profess to know the truth. Right, they'll come all humble and whatever have you. Right, but really they're wicked. A lot of them are wicked, man. Right, and a test is to tell them to shut up. Right, when they're speaking out of line. Obviously, not your scriptures talk about not being a line in your house, but if there's needs, be like shut up. Right, and see them bark up against you. Right, tell them to get you another wife. right? They ain't gonna do that. Why? Because they're in this man's world. They ain't really down, right? But it was, to conclude the point, you might not be able to get a certain woman, but that's because that woman ain't right for you, man. The Lord has already set the woman you're gonna get, right? And the Lord, if you're gonna get her, the Lord will force you to deal with her one way or another, right? So, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord, right? A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband, right? A shameless woman, a bad bitch, shall be counted as a dog, right? And it's only really the men of the Lord that be, really getting on these women like that, these bad bitches, right? And really, ultimately, it's only our opinion that matters, right? And we gonna call them what they are, bad, a dog, or it's a female dog, a bitch, right? So, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord, right? A woman that honoreth the husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly. Once again, a bad bitch, a loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies. This is Sirach 42:9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep. When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, and having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself when she is married, lest she should be barren. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, a bad bitch, right? Both offense. If she's already calling a bad bitch, you already failed, right? It says, lest she make thee a lot. But what did we read also in the scriptures? Be not a surprise if she trespass against thee, right? Lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. Yeah, cool. I don't think that's the point in this one. This is Ecclesiastes 7:28. This is King Solomon who wrote this, right? So I'll start from 27. 26. And I far more better than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, or constantly playing games. It's a war. We're dealing with a woman. It's a constant battle, right? So that's why Paul said, "Ye shall have trouble in the flesh." Says, "In her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her." Right, going back to the point in scriptures was basically saying a wicked woman is given as the portion to a wicked man. Right, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find the account, right, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Right, so King Solomon, he had the experience. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines, right? And he basically said, "Look, man, I couldn't find one righteous woman in the midst of 1,000 women," right? This is Proverbs 31:10, right? But this is what we gonna be having in the kingdom, man. Useful women, no bad bitches, right? It says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her." Hey, right now you can't trust your woman for shit, right? So that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. When a bad bitch, once again, that she'll do you evil, man. She'll get you in trouble. She's constantly trying to flaunt herself, right? She's constantly drawing negative attention, right? And when that negative attention comes, she'll do some dumb shit. And then now all of a sudden, you having a battle with a wild, a lewd fellow, right? Over a dumb broad, right? She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens. Right? She considereth a field and buyeth it, and with the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengthens her arm. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth now out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and the hands hold the distaff. She stretched out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She's not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchants. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. Right? So I was basically going, into the fact of what a good, godly woman is, right? Which basically shows you how we suffering right now, right? But in the kingdom, that's what it's all gonna be, right? And I'll just close with this. I believe that's my last scripture, right? GMSFAQ 36:24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Right? And you ain't get that from no bad bitch, right? Which is one of the reasons we say, look, man, we look forward to the kingdom, man. Ain't trying to have to deal with this shit or forever, right? Constantly having to battle your woman, right? Constantly having to back her up, right? Try to get her on some levels she don't want to get no levels. That's why J. Cole had that song, man. She don't want to be saved, don't save her. She don't want to be saved, don't save her, right? So as always, Lord's Word, that was edifying. Until the next time we meet, Shalom.